Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be doing the practical implementation of K-means clustering. Before watching this video, please make sure that you have watched my previous video, which was on K-means clustering theory, so that it will be easy for you to understand this practical implementation also. And in this, for the practical implementation, I have used Google Colab because in my Jupyter notebook, somehow the Matplotlib library was not getting imported. So let's just get started, guys. First of all, we need to import NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib library, and then the data set which I am using is the mall customer data set. This data set you can find it on Google. Or else I will be giving you this data set in the description link also. Okay. Now, this data set has these many features, which is customer ID, gender, age, annual income, spending scores. But for my clustering, I just need two features. I just need what I am considering is only two features, that is annual income and spending score, because age, customer ID, and gender, I don't want it in my clusters to create any cluster. This doesn't provide me any information as such. So I have created my data with only annual income and spending score. Okay, and saved it in the X variable. Now I will be importing K-means algorithm from the sklearn library, sklearn cluster library. Okay, now we are calculating the VCSS, which is nothing but within cluster sum square, which I've explained in my previous video, which is used to calculate the efficient K value. Okay, here I have iterated between the range of 1 to 20. Okay, for cluster number 1 till 20, cluster number 20, I will be calculating the VCSS score. Okay. One more thing, guys, this is very important. This is asked in many of the interviews, that why we use K-means plus plus instead of K-means. K-means had some drawbacks. That drawbacks were that whatever K value that we are initializing, that may end up locating. Okay, I will show you from the diagram. Okay, so in K-means, what was happening is, suppose this is our different data set, and the K which we were initializing, okay, was randomly getting initialized. Okay, but what if this initialized K value, they are very near to each other, like this here? It may end up forming only one clusters or the wrong numbers of clusters. Okay, which is not feasible, which should not be the case. For that reason, K-means plus plus was introduced. This K-means plus plus makes sure that the K which is getting initialized has some has distance has some distances between them. So it says that the okay, suppose this is our K-means. Okay, we have different point, and this is our K points. This tells us, the K-means plus plus tells us that the distance between these points should be such in a way that the summation of A plus B should always be greater than C. And this way, it will make sure that there is enough distances between the K-means initialized points, and it will end up giving us a good clusters, the correct clusters. All right. So this is the reason why we use K-means plus plus, and the base model for K-means plus plus is K-means itself. So all the steps which we have defined in the K-means will be there in K-means plus plus. All right. So here from this code, we will be calculating VCSS for different clusters from 1 to 20. We will be calculating VCSS. All right. Now here we can see that we have printed the VCSS. These are the different for 20 number of clusters. We have seen the VCSS. Now, if we plot it, if we plot the VCSS score, VCSS value in a graph, you can see that at the fifth number of cluster, you can see that there is an elbow. This is nothing. This is called as the elbow graph. This VCSS plotting is called as the elbow graph. Where you can see there is a deviation in the curve at the fifth number of cluster. So we will be using this number for as initializing the k value, for initializing the k value. So here we have used the k-means algorithm. We have given our 5 number of cluster as a k value. The algorithm which we are using is k-means plus, and we are going to fit that k-mean into our x and creating the clusters. And this way we will be predicting the number of clusters with k-means fit predict for x value. And you can see here, so we have created 5 different clusters from 0 to somewhere there will be 1 also. So these are the number of cluster for this data point, which is annual income 15 and 39. The number of cluster which it is showing is 4th cluster. So this was it for the implementation, guys. The code I will be sharing you with the code on my GitHub account. Please do check out, and also if you have any doubts, please tell me in the comment section so that I can explain it in my next video. Thank you.